Hello everybody and welcome back to Stargrinding with Remblob. This is so weird to record. Not only because I'm in a completely different state than I have recorded literally every single episode up to now, but the fact that I'm in a completely new place that I've never been before, physically. But we'll get to that. I have a huge list of stuff to talk about, so I might have to even do 2 episodes. Not back to back because I don't have the time, but I may have to do record another episode tomorrow or something. But if I can do what I'm doing every time, then I think I should be able to do weekly episodes at least, but I don't know. We'll see. I need to select smart rated. Fucking 54. Alright, so I guess I should start off with where I am. I'm on 240. I don't want to be on 240 because I don't need to be on 240. You might have noticed that I'm not talking super loud. This is because I'm actually in a study room in the library. So it is like a private, so basically you can reserve rooms to study in the library, and I reserved a room, and after seeing how it is and how what it looks like and stuff, yeah, it is not soundproof, like, at all. Earlier other people were like next to me, I think in the room like next to me, and I could definitely hear them. Like, it was muffled of course, but I could definitely hear them. And so I'm gonna try to talk quietly. And another thing about the room that I'm in is like there's like a social anxiety like aspect of where I am right now, because the door has a window so I can see outside, and I can see if people are like next to my door or like walking by, which is not ideal, because I'd like to think that I'm not being too much of a disturbance, but there's also the aspect of what the hell is that guy doing in there, man? Like, he's just like talking to himself and like not even studying. Like, it's just that kind of aspect that's just makes me kind of want to die inside. But maybe like for the future I reserve a time that isn't as like crowded with people, because I'm recording in the evening right now. It is 6:43, and this is like a time that a lot of people are in the library, so probably don't do that next time. Maybe like reserve a time a lot later, or maybe, dude, what is this level? Reserve a time like a lot later, or on like a weekend or something, so that there are less people. But yeah, this is my situation right now. I can record, so I am. But yeah, I've been pretty good. I have a massive notes of just like different things that I've experienced throughout the first 2 weeks of college back, and yeah, I'm excited. You might be able to hear it in my voice even, but yeah, I'm like, I'm super nervous. I know why. Like, I know why, but not ideal for Stargrinding, because usually I'm like, yo, what's up, guys? I'm like here, and I'm like doing shit, dude. But yeah, no, I can't do that. Maybe I can look for other, like, private rooms, or like, I don't know. Because I've been like monitoring. I've actually wanted to record this episode for, I want to say, since I came back to Oregon. But yeah, the cosmic force of the universe just decided that no, you're not going to be able to record ever. Because literally at all times in my dorm, someone is in the room. That's not me. Like, I'm never just alone in the room for more than like 30 minutes. So that's like not gonna do. And like, also not even that. I've also tried to see like if I could do it in other rooms. Like there's another building that me and a lot of my friends use to study. But yeah, there's usually a lot of people there. If it's not me, it's other people that are also studying. But I even tried to go alone. I tried to go there alone so that maybe like later in the night when there's not any people there, I would be able to record. People came anyway. Like we have a server with like just all the people that I hang out with in college, and we have like a server, and usually when people want to study, they message like the work channel and say, hey, anybody want to come? Anybody want to go here to do work today at like this time? And no one messaged that chat. I didn't message that chat. People just came anyway because I guess they just wanted to study independently also. It's so stupid. And this is like this is the ultimate like stupid part of like the cosmic force of the universe being against me. Both of my roommates went on like trips on MLK weekend, which was like last weekend. Yeah, last weekend. So both my roommates leave. I was like, bye. I sit down. I sit down to record, and then I see, oh, OBS has an update. I'll wait for it to update, and then after it's updated, I'll sit down, I'll record a Stargrinding episode, then I hear a knock on my door. it's just and it's just another person that just decided to just visit my room. And like I guess I could have just not let them in, but like it was just so weird that they were there, and so I just let them in, and they just stayed in the room for like the rest of the day. I'm like, bruh. Like I'm not gonna like I didn't want to kick them out or anything, but like just bruh. And if you know what happened that weekend, then and you're watching this video, then you know who I'm talking about. Oh man, and which gives a perfect segue to what the main thing I wanted to talk about for this episode. So I'm working in the spot that everyone normally works at with like a group of people. I'm just working, and eventually the topic of my channel just comes up, and because the people in the server, like, they know I have a YouTube channel, but like I don't expect any of them to watch it or anything, because like I don't know, it's like you just don't expect them, right? But then all of a sudden so how it went exactly is we were talking about like this random stuff, and then we were talking about like YouTube, and then one of my friends, Carter, says that he's such a big fan of my channel, and I'm like, oh really? What have you watched, huh? What have you watched? He had watched every Stargrinding video since the Seattle one. I was like, what the hell? And he'd even watched some of the main channel videos too. And like we ended up talking about just my channel for like a long time, and he just started like referencing things that I said in like the Stargrinding video, and I was like, what the fuck? It was so weird to just have like my worlds collide like that. It was so I was actually like flabbergasted. It was insane. Oh, you actually just don't click there. Oh my god. But yeah, hi Carter. You're probably gonna watch this at some point, so hi. How's it going? Dude, this is the first time that this ever happened, because like my past like high school friends, they also knew about my channel, but just like didn't watch it. They just knew I streamed, right? But I've never seen someone like actually sit down and consume my content, and they even were like, you know, what I said was a lie. They hadn't watched the most recent one, which I believe, the French pilled one. They hadn't watched the French pilled one, and they talked about how he was sad that he couldn't watch the French pilled one, and how he had stuff to do, and he was like, oh, I can't watch it. And I was like, what the hell? People that I know in real life enjoying the content that I make, like what? I was actually flabbergasted. Like, what is going on? This is insane. This is actually insane. So yeah, shout outs to Carter. And what's also kind of funny about this whole discovery that I made is that when I posted the Seattle video, he also said that he would watch it, and I did believe him. I did believe that he would watch it, but like on the future Stargrinding videos, I noticed that there were 2 likes instead of just 1, and I thought that was just really interesting, and I kind of like suspected that it might be him, but I also just thought that he was just liking the videos and like just not watching them, you know what I mean? Like, I knew that he was liking them, but I didn't know he was actually like sitting down and like spending an hour of his time and like watching it. It's still like insane to me. Because like the thing with like content creation for me, especially with having people in real life know that you make content and stuff, is I just, like a pet peeve of mine is just people like ironically being like a super huge fan of my content and be like, oh my god, when's the next video? And then when it like drops and stuff, they just like don't watch it. So to the person that has been begging me to watch Stargrinding to record a Stargrinding video, and it's not Carter, by the way. If you're watching, you know who you are, and if you are watching this, thank you. But if you don't watch this, then bruh. That's just all I have to say. Because like making content is something that I like genuinely enjoy, and I like put effort into and put like my heart into, and so it's just to hear someone like be like, oh my god, look at this guy, he's making a channel, oh my god, I'm his biggest fan, and kind of like, I know it's not making fun of me, but I don't know, it's just kind of annoying. I've like had that happen before, and it's just like, what the hell was that? I don't like it. But yeah. Obligatory content creation section of the video is now over. The obligatory content creation part of the video is now over. I think. I might talk about it, but I don't know. Bro, I just saw 2 people walk past the door, and I just like have a heart attack. My brain also kind of thinks that, I don't know, that they're gonna like come in somehow even though it's like locked. This is actually really cool. This like study room system is actually really cool because you reserve it's like booking a hotel room actually. You just reserve a study room in advance, and then on the day and time that you reserve it, you go to the front desk in the library and they give you a key card. So they give you like a room key. So yeah, it was really cool. Please. I don't want to play this level anymore, bruh. Okay, wait, I need to access the notes. Okay. We got Carter. We got the cosmic force of the universe. We got the one annoying thing about content creation out of the way. Okay. Oh yeah, dude. Oh my god. This is like one of the most brain dead things I've ever done, dude. So I get here, right? It's like a pretty far walk from my dorm to the library. It's like long in terms of like a college campus. It's actually just like maybe like a 6-7 minute walk. But yeah, I pack everything up. I pack all my recording equipment, which recording equipment, that sounds a lot fancier than it actually is. It's just a USB mic and a G502. But anyway, I pack all my stuff and I head to the study room, right? I unpack, I start unpacking, then I notice that I'm missing something. I'm missing my computer charger, which is kinda important, you know? It's kinda important for my computer to be able to stay alive for more than like an hour. Because I also had homework to do before this. I also did a little bit of homework before recording this right now. And so I'm like, oh, god damn it. And then I was like, well, I have no choice but to just go back to my dorm. I have no choice but to just go back to my dorm to get the charger, right? So that's like the one thing that I actually like need. Like if I forget my G502, I can use my office mouse. If I forget my headphones, then I can just have the desktop audio and OBS come out of my speakers and just mute the speakers. But yeah, the charger is just something that you just cannot forget. So I go back to my room. It's like a long walk, and I'm already exhausted from work, which I will get into later. I'm already exhausted from work, so I'm like, ugh, I go back to my room, I open the door, turn on the light. I don't have my charger. My charger is not there. I'm like, what? Like, where could it be? Because it's like, it's not in the study room. And if it's not in my dorm, then just like, where is it? It's like, it couldn't have fallen out of my bag, right? It couldn't have just, like, I couldn't have left it at the dining hall, you know what I mean? So I'm like, what? I'm thinking about this all the walk back to the study room. I open the study room. The light turns on. My charger's plugged into the wall. My charger's just plugged into the wall. I was like, there is no way I just did that. There is no way I just did that. That's actually like top 5 dumbest things I've ever done in my life. That is insane. That I plugged it in and then I forgot about it, and then I was like looking at my desk. I was looking even under the table, like the charger's behind me, like on the wall behind me. I looked under the table to see if I dropped the charger somewhere, and it was in the wall. It was just in my blind spot, I guess. And I dude, it's actually top 5 dumbest things I've ever done in my life, dude. That's actually, I cannot believe that I did that. I wasted like 15 minutes of my time. I don't know, man. I'm tired. I had a hard day at work, and I can explain this because I was tired, and I still am tired, because basically how Mondays are, which is the day I'm recording this, by the way, is I have a class at 9, and then I have a work shift from 10:30 to 1:45, and then I have class from 2 to 4. So it's like kind of a stacked day, but I enjoy work, so it's fine. If I didn't enjoy work, then it would be awful, but it's fine. And I also like my classes too, so it's not like the most unbearable thing. But dude, work today was so hard, dude. So basically I work at a restaurant. I think it can be called a restaurant. Yeah, it can be called a restaurant. And basically there's like 3 different food stations, where you like make food for orders. You like get orders printed out, and then you make them, and then you send them up front. It's quite shrimple, if you will. And what is this level, dude? Like, what is this? But yeah, so there's like the food stations, there's the dishwashers, which is what I did last term, and then there's the expo, which is basically the front guy. He like manages all the orders, and then they also load these robots, which are like food delivery robots that people order from, and then they send stuff over to like everyone's dorms and such. And so at first I was just working on the burritos, which is what I normally do. There's like a burrito station, there's like a grilled cheese station, there's like a poke bowl section. And I was working on burritos at first, and then I got called to do expo. And I had done expo before. I had loaded the robots before. So I was like, okay, I'll do that. What followed was possibly like the busiest and most stressful like hour and a half that I've gone through in a while. Cause like I put as like the note for this topic, I labeled it Hell's Kitchen, because it wasn't that bad. But dude, Gordon Ramsay's job is actually like very hard in Hell's Kitchen. Like if you haven't watched it, or you don't really know how restaurants work, there's the front guy, which is basically what I was, who like manages all the orders. He answers questions that people have about food. Like if they're waiting a long time, people might come up and say, hey, what's the status on this order? And then we'll check in the back, and then we'll say the status. But dude, having to manage, because like there's the robot orders, and then through that robot app there's also like the mobile pickup stuff. So you just have like a lot of food on the table, and you have to like, some people also order like multiple things at once, so it'll say like 1 of 4 things, and you have to like consolidate everything. And while that's going on, like you have to take the food that people say and like take the food that the food stations put out and like call people's orders. And today was just so busy, because what sucks about like the expo position is like the aspect of, because you see that there are people waiting, right? You see that the people waiting, and you see like sometimes they wait for like 20 minutes and you're like, oh no dude. And like there's multiple times I call out a number and then I see someone's waiting, they look at their receipt and then they go like, oh, it's not my number, and that just fucking kills me inside. It's just like, oh no dude. It was so stressful, but I mean I got through it. But yeah, that was insane. I didn't not enjoy it necessarily. It was just super stressful. Cause like another aspect of the robot orders is like when robot orders come in, you have like a phone that like tracks everything, and you have like another screen in the actual restaurant, and it's when orders come in, it starts a timer. It starts a timer, so you know how long orders are taking, and if orders take a long time, the time and like the order, it turns yellow. So it's actually just like a fucking restaurant game where you have to make all the orders in time before they run out of time or something. And if you take even longer than that, the orders turn red, and so you're like, it's dude, oh, this level sucks, it's so boring. But yeah, they turn red. So it's just like, ah. It's like, ah. And like, it piles up, and you're backed up. There's a ton of people like calling for you to come over to take the food that they've made. It's, oh my god. Dude, restaurant work is stressful. Like, I might skip this, honestly. But yeah, I thought doing food was stressful. No. It's actual like multitasking, and you have to keep track of a bunch of stuff. It's really hard, but I would do it again. I think it would be like really satisfying to be really on top of stuff and be able to like kill it. But yeah, that shit was so hard. But yeah, that was my day today. Dude, I'm skipping this. Fuck that, dude. That's just a stupid level, bro. But yeah, it is. This term is like a lot more work and a lot more. I have a lot less free time, but I also like my schedule this term a lot more, Because like last term I had classes that were just like whatever classes because I registered late, so I just had to like take whatever fit with like the core classes that I needed to take. But this term, I actually like planned out my schedule beforehand and everything, and I'm actually really happy with the classes that I have. All of them are at least like 6 out of 10 professors, which is good because that means that I'll actually be able to pay attention. I won't just be like super bored out of my mind listening to them like I was last term. But yeah, I like my classes. They're very good. Yeah, this term I'm just enjoying a lot more than last term, and because now I've picked up this very cool new thing called procrastination, which is, despite the fancy sounding word, it's literally just doing your homework like way before the time is due. And while I've mostly succeeded at that, there have been a few close calls, not necessarily close calls, but like a few times where I've done the homework on the day it's due, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it can lead to stress, like a lot of stress, especially if you don't really know what to do. But I've been able to manage schoolwork a lot better than last term, like for sure, and that's with like a lot more work than last term too. So I'm actually really happy with where I'm at right now. The only thing that I could use a little bit more improvement is streaming and like content creation while I'm also here, but bro, I don't really know. Like I do still want to make Stargrinding with Remblob. Why did I say the entire thing? I still want to make Stargrinding videos for sure throughout the term, but like actually like streaming, I don't really know. Excel, and it's not featured even. Oh no. Oh, what is this, dude? What is this? I'm sorry. Pause on the commentary. Well, not on the commentary. Pause on my life. What is this, dude? What is this? Why is this rated? What is this? I think this is the same guy that made that the auto video, the auto level, the auto video. It was the second one, Ice Bang or whatever. I think this is the same guy. I'll check afterwards. I will be skipping this if I don't do it in like the next. I'm skipping it. I'm skipping it. Yeah, no, that's grains of sand. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, that's okay. Oh, we made Sunburn. Okay. I thought I recognized it, but it was the wrong person. I'm not gonna play that level. That was ass. I'm sorry. 2 skips today, huh? That's really cool, huh? But what was I talking about? God damn it. Content creation, yeah. GD, I've played it since coming to college. I've done a few funny runs. I've played a bit of Crimson Clutter. I think I might actually beat that, but I'm not gonna like make it a whole video or anything. But like right now, GD kind of, aside from Stargrinding of course, GD just kind of feels like a waste of time. Cause like I don't know, like, I'd rather do like literally anything else. I think, like, I don't want to play like damn Lunatic Doom Machine while I'm in college, man. Like, I'd rather just like go outside. I'd rather just like go outside. Like I just don't really want to make time for like mid levels. Like I don't have time for that. I did notice that I have 7995 stars, so I'm gonna do a 5-star real quick. But yeah, even like Reverie, I've been trying to practice it, and then like midway through I'm just like, I don't want to play this right now. Like, I have too many other things in my life that I'd rather do to be playing like mid levels or like bad levels that like I don't like. You know what I mean? Like, of course, if a level was like a masterpiece, I'd play that, but that's just like not most of GD levels, right? 8,000 stars! Oh my god! But yeah, like, if anything, like, I definitely would rather play like Celeste. I've been really Celeste filled recently. So, what the hell is this? Actually, no, when I said that, that was literally just like a lie. That was just an act. That was just fake surprise. I've seen this level before on Nexus's channel. It's cool. I like this. This level's really cool. I really like the idea of making a level based on like graphs and stuff and making obstacles like that. It's really creative. But anyway. Shit. I have to look at this. Look at the notes again. Some of these are some of the actual like notes are just so stupid. We'll get to that maybe. But I'm actually almost done with like the 10 levels. So I'm definitely gonna have to record some more to talk about everything that I wanted to talk about. But to go to what the thing that I also wanted to talk about, when I said the obligatory content creation part of the video was over, it's not. I'm gonna talk about the ICDX video. So yeah, I beat ICDX, which is still insane to me. I still don't believe that I actually beat it. I probably am going to be asked like randomly, oh, what's your hardest? I'm gonna say Layak. Like, I cannot believe that I beat ICDX. It is insane that I beat ICDX. We were both on 240, but like, bruh, how did I do that? That's actually insane. Oh no. Okay, we're good. What? Oh, I'm stupid. But yeah, I beat ICDX, and I did find out that I could actually record on 240, because before, when I switched to 240, like, everything would just literally freeze. Like, just look at my Forest Temple completion. Like, half of it is just it stuttering and buffering. I'm like, oh, okay. I'll only use 240 in extreme cases of emergency when I really do not want to beat something in 60. But now I can record on 240 with minimal problems. It still freezes sometimes, especially like ICDX isn't the most object heavy level in the game, I would say. But I could probably still play stuff like Crimson Clutter and maybe even like AQ and stuff without much issue. So 240 Hz arc might be starting, but there are still levels that I do want to do on 60. Like obviously I do want to do Hypersonic on 60 still, and I also, as much as I would love to do Reverie on 240 to make it easier, Reverie's just like really bad. So there are quite a few parts of the level that you just have to do differently on 144, like high refresh rate. Like a lot of the strats that I do on 60 just don't work on high refresh rates, which is really cool. I'm so glad that that's the way it is. QR code? What the hell is that? Okay, wait, I need to see what that is, man. What is that? Desmos. No way. It's a Desmos link? Oh my god, this is so cool. So I scanned it. It goes to a Desmos link, and on like the lines, it's like there's like notes with like all the equations that were used. That's so cool, actually. That's actually so sick. God damn. I did not expect that. I thought it would just take me to like their YouTube channel or something. That's actually so sick. That gets a like. You know what? You're going in the cool non-demons folder, man. That was really awesome. God damn. But going back to bad levels, Reverie. Yeah, Reverie's just like bad. So as much as I would love to do it on 60, on like 240, just some parts work differently. And the part that I complain about a lot, like the bug, the bugged part at like 34 or something, it still bugs, but it bugs more often, and it bugs in a different way that isn't solved by the portals that I placed. Like, only Reverie, man. That it's actually so bad. I cannot believe how bad Reverie is, dude. But oh well. Another level that I've been like kind of trying out on 240 because I can is Cataclysm. And dude, I don't know what it is with me playing like stupid levels, but Cataclysm, I'm actually having like a lot of fun with it. Like, oh my god, it's so dumb that I have fun with like ICDX and Cataclysm. Oh, there were like spikes that were super blended in with the background. It's so stupid that I have a lot of fun with like ICDX and Cataclysm. It's so stupid, but yeah, Cat is fun. I've done 34 to 100, 35 to 100 actually. And I've also gotten 41. So I've done it in 2 runs, which is stupid. But I think it's a level that I can do because somehow I'm actually kind of consistent at the first wave. And like when I say consistent, I mean like consistent for Kata. Like it still takes me like 7 attempts to get past that wave every time, but that's still like, that's really good for Kata. And like Kata's also kind of like ICDX, where if you pass 40, then you have actually like or if you get to like 42, which is like that stupid mini ship straight fly thing, you actually have a great chance of beating it. Because after that, the next hard part is the slow ship. And then once you do that, then you're like done, because the wave's pretty easy. I can imagine choking on it, but it's still pretty easy. Like the end straight fly is like not hard, especially on like higher refresh rates too. So maybe Kata completion in the future. I don't know. It's so stupid that my brain enjoys Kata and not like Thanatophobia or something like that. And like, bruh, it's so stupid. But here I am. That's just how I am. Hold on, I gotta check the notes. Talked about ICDX, talked about procrastinating, talked about Cataclysm, talked about GD being a waste of time. And like, that's kind of like how I am with Osu as well, because I've been trying to get back into Osu, and while it is fun, it is a fun game, it's just like, dude, I just rather play Celeste. Dude, I'm Celeste pilled again. The CSR B-side came out on in the beginning of the month, which is, the CSR is basically just like a bunch of levels that are in like tiers. So throughout like each tier that you do, you get like that rank, and every tier like increases in difficulty. It's like the GDDP, I guess. It's like the GDDP for Celeste. I don't know if I've talked about this before, but yeah. Yeah, that dropped. So I recorded a video where I did the entirety of the bronze tier. I don't know when that's coming out, to be honest. I do want to release it. Like, I do want to release at least like a few videos. A few like edited videos while I'm here in college. So I think that would be cool. They're probably gonna be all Celeste videos, because unless I like stream and beat Reverie, which I think I will, but yeah. I just, every time I open like GD or Osu, I'm just like, I could be playing Celeste right now. Cause dude, like Celeste is actually just such a better game than both of those, at least for me. It do be like my favorite game. Although there's like a 3-way tie between like Undertale, Hollow Knight, and Celeste. And Celeste I just play more because there's actually like custom content for it. Holy shit, dude. So I'm more inclined to say that Celeste is my favorite game, but it's really like between those three, which doesn't make that much of a difference, but also like just know it's just like Celeste isn't the single thing at the top of the peak, if you will. I've been Celeste maxing. I've also been Bloons maxing. I was able to get Bloons Tower Defense 6, BTD 6 free on the Epic Game Store. So I've been kind of dabbling in that. Okay. I've been kind of dabbling in that, and it's a fun game, dude. It's actually surprisingly like really addictive. Because the original reason that I wanted to download Bloons was to just play with my friends, because there's like co-op multiplayer stuff. But I discovered that I had to play single player in order to unlock co-op mode, and when I found that out, I was like, oh, I guess I'll just play this later. But then I just decided, I might as well just do it now, and it actually was like really fun, even single player. So I don't think I'll be like super hardcore or anything. I might in like during break or something, but that is also like a very fun game that like has a surprising amount of depth to it and replayability and such. So I might be on the Bloons grind for a little while. And I know Jeremy has kind of been on the Bloons grind too, so maybe a balloon stream could be arranged in the future. Bloons is just like a really nice like turn off your brain and chill, dude. It's just like a really nice turn off your brain and chill game, and I think it would be that way for like people watching a stream of me playing Bloons as well. So be excited for that, maybe. I still don't know if I will, but yeah. Bloons, good game. Would recommend playing it. But to go back to GD, my roommate and I were just talking about like Osu and GD and like the differences between them and stuff, and just impulsively my roommate just got GD, so now he just has it on his computer, and it turns out he has a 144 Hz monitor. I'm not saying that I'm gonna ask him to play GD on his 144 Hz monitor to see what 144 Hz native is like. I'm not saying that I'll do that, but hey, if you're listening, Max, if you're listening. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna just concentrate on beating this right now, because I think I'm at like a great point to like stop talking, right? And stop the recording, and then I'll start another one with the rest of like the topics that I've written down on my phone. So it'd be really nice if I could just beat this level right now, end the episode, and then be done with it. Because I don't really want to start another topic right now. So yeah, I'm just gonna concentrate. Nice. Well, that is the end, I guess, of this Stargrinding episode. It's been a long time coming, but I'm finally able to do it, thankfully. But yeah, that is the end. To give you a teaser, if you will, of what's to come. Some of the topics that I've written down. Made in Abyss. I should have talked about that, but I didn't have time. Panty and Stocking. Those are like the anime topics. And then one of them is labeled woke versus racist. Philosophy heads will get this one. I am the leaf. And the final little preview of what I have in store for you for next episode. Banana phone bit. So we'll look forward to that in the next one. This episode will probably go up on Tuesday, or maybe like today, as of recording this, of course. And then the next episode after this will probably come out later in the week, maybe like Friday, Saturday, I don't know. But yeah, I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be recording. I hope I didn't disturb too many people in the other private study rooms in this library. But with that, I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, and evening. I've been Remblob, and I'll see you in the next one.